Hey guys, so this is your second part of the APA. What I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to actually have the Word document up, and this Word document is the exact same one that's in the online classroom. So I have this up already for you, and what you could do is you can follow along, you can learn how to do this, but I'm going to be kind of showing you some tricks of the trade. Now I realize that it's normally sometimes hard to see the PowerPoint because I really want you to kind of see me along with the PowerPoint, but here seeing me is not going to be that crucial, but I really want you to see what we're going to be looking at little tiny things. So I'm going to be kind of over here in the dark where you're not going to be able to see me, and I have my wireless keyboard and my wireless mouse, and we're going to be looking along at how to do this. A lot of times I'm also going to point out and kind of circle things in the vicinity, because again, it's hard to see, but if I point, oh, if you look over here in this section, you're going to be able to say, okay, he's around this. You're going to be able to hopefully pinpoint where I'm talking about, because it is going to be hard to see exactly what we're doing with the video. But again, if you have any more questions, you can always just ask me. Okay, here we go. Now, first what you're wanting to do is you're going to want to do your title page. Okay, so your title page is like this. Oops, too far. There we go. So your title page looks like this. So here you go. You have it laid out, and realize you're not going to have the word title. You're actually going to have the title on there. Okay? So here we go. This is what your title page looks like. Good job. Now, right here is your header. What I did is I went to the very top and I double clicked it. Okay? So double clicked it. You can highlight it and do all of that. When you double click it, this should open right here. At the very top, the tab is your header and footer tab. Okay? Now, what you need to do first is right up here where it says options. Okay, so all of this is your header tab. So right up here where it says options, click the word where it says different first page. Now make sure you do this first, because if you type something into your header, then it's going to go away. So always do this first. So click different first page. Okay, now it's clicked, and now realize this page right here and this title page looks different. Okay, but this one and this one are the same because the first page is different. Okay, now you're going to have the words running head, and once you have the words running head out there, then you're going to have colon and title. So if you're doing something over your speech, so it might be your informative speech, you're going to inform us about Disney. Okay, so that's going to be part of your title right there. Okay, so then you're going to scroll down and you're going to have this one right here. Now, what I recommend, don't ever have any words up before you go and add your page numbers. I have not had page numbers because I want to show you what happens. So we're going to go right up here. Okay, so when we go right up here, we're going to click this. Okay, so page number right here. Click it, and then it's going to have a little thing that comes down. So then you're going to say top of page. Okay, and then click the one that's the plain number 3, and it's going to put it right over here. Okay, so we click on that, and now we have page 2. Now, if we go up to the very first page, it doesn't have one because we have a different first page than we do a second, third, fourth, etc. Then what you're going to do is you're going to have your last name. Okay, and then you're going to tab over, and then you're going to have your title again. So you can easily just copy and paste. Remember, your title is going to be in all caps, and it's only going to be part of your title. Okay? Okay, good. So, realize this is not in Times New Roman because all of this is different. When you come here and you click Control A to highlight everything, it does not highlight your header. So make sure your header, you highlight it, and then go to Times New Roman 12-point font. And then we're good. Our headers are now complete. As we walk through, now we're going to have title. So I lay out the 3 different headers for you. So you have your title. Your title is going to be the exact same thing as right there. It's not bolded. You're going to have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. Realize you're going to need to change the words of these headings to actually fit with your story. The example we used in the other video was media, Disney, Pixar. Okay? It could be anything that works with your paper. You do not have to use all three headings. You do not have to use all three headings. Okay? But these are just your examples. Right here is an in-text citation example of how to do an in-text. Okay? Here is another one the exact same way, just instead I'm putting the name, I'm saying according to Hubbard within the paper. Because sometimes that's how you change it up and it sounds better. This one I'm not saying according to anyone. I'm just saying the words and then I'm putting the citation in there. And then right here is an example of how we do page numbers. Now realize if this one are page numbers for quotes. Now if this one was a quote, so we might say according to Hubbard, and then this is a quote, you need to do double space like that. Then right after the quote, we would do the page number, just like that. Okay? But it's not, so we're just going to keep it like this. And realize, every time we do it after, the parentheses always goes before the period. Okay? Same here. The page numbers only used with quotations. You might not have page numbers on some of them, so what you need to do is paragraph numbers. A lot of this I discussed in the other video, but I'm just reminding you. And then references. This is examples. You do not put the word book, article, okay, online. You just cite it, and you do them alphabetical order. The reason I did this is to show if you're citing a book, this is what you need. You need author's last name, first initial, year, title of book, edition, location. Okay? I do that for all of them, and then I give you an example. Okay? So, here's your examples of how you do that. Realize you need to have a hanging indentation. Meaning, if I did not have, let's go down here, okay, and we're not going to do a hanging indentation. Okay? And I'm going to show you how to make one. So, we're going to have words here. Okay, so I'm just going to type random words. What a lot of people try to do, and they're like, oh, I know what to do. They go, I'm going to press enter here, and then tab over there. That is incorrect. Because now what happens is if you do this. Oh no, now I have to press enter here, and then tab. Oh, I misspelled this person's name. I'm actually supposed to add this. I have to redo it. So what you do is you just have the words, just like this. You highlight everything, and then right up here, okay, if you don't have a ruler right up here, what you do is you go to the word view, which is right in the middle, okay, your tabs. You have home, insert, design, you go to view, and then right here, okay, there should be a show section. It says ruler, grid lines, and then that stuff, you click on to make sure ruler is checked. Once it is, you should have a ruler pop up here and a ruler pop up here. So now we have rulers up. Once your ruler is up and you can go here, there are a bunch of, these little arrows that one looks like, at the very top, they look like this, okay, like a baseball plate. And then the other one looks like a baseball plate, just reversed. So this first one is for your very first line. Okay, so every time you press enter, it will automatically go here. So as you're writing, and just the way the paper formats, it automatically goes under, like this. The very first one goes with this. All of the rest that fit under it go with the second one. So if you move this right here, you can move it onto the ruler like this, off everywhere. As you move that, this first line will move with it, where you make it start. Just as if you move this one, it will make everything move with it as well. So, hopefully you've navigated that, and realize the other one, the bottom one has a little box right here. That box does some other things that helps you, but we're not going to use that box. Make sure you only grab this. We're not going to grab the top one. The top one should stay flush with the beginning of the page, and then the bottom one will go in about 1/2 inch. Okay? So you highlight all of your references, and then you grab the bottom one, and then move it where you want. Realize, the top one might move with it, so after you move the bottom one, grab the top one and move it back. Because a lot of times they want to move together. Okay? See, so I'm moving the bottom one, the top one's moving with me, now moving back. And it's, you want to do it an inch, not a half inch, I'm sorry. You want to indent it an inch. Okay? Make sense? Highlight all of your references and do that. So you can just go up to all of your references and you can highlight all of them. Okay? And then do it all at once. It's really easy. And then so I would type all your references up and then do it. And once you press, if you add another reference, once you press enter and these things are already set that way, it will automatically do it. So you might have to go reset it if you're going to go in to do a paragraph. Okay? So, one last thing that a lot of people mess up on before we do it, right here, we're supposed to have double space. So double space means that everything is going to be exactly 2 spaces apart. Okay? So this space should be as much as this space, and this space should be as much as this space. But it's not. It's actually a little bit different. If that happens to you, you need to go back to your Home tab. Okay, so your tab at the top, File, Home. Home's the second one. Okay, and once you go to your Home tab, there's something in the middle that's Paragraph. That's where you can make it go in the center, off to the side, and different things like that. So you have the go off to one side, center off to the other side, and then there's one more button, and then your next one is called Line and Paragraph Spacing. So click that, and then down here, these words, there's going to be something that says blank space before paragraph and blank space after paragraph. Both of them should say add. If any of it says remove, what you need to do is you need to do Control A, and that will highlight your whole paper. Click on that, and then make sure you have it where it says add. Make sure it says, yeah, add. That's right. Okay, and if it looks funny, go ahead and check that. So now we've fixed it, and now it's fixed right there where it has all equal spacing. I can tell when you have it because it's going this perfect spacing between, and all of a sudden it's like, and a little bit more. So make sure you go and change that as well. Okay? Those are the big errors within that people do, and those are some tricks that you can use. There's a lot more tricks that you can always YouTube some more, but these are the ones that I have found most helpful. What I do with my paper is I actually go and I have everything already laid out, and I have kept this one from my undergraduate, and I have adjusted it to what I need it to be. So I constantly am changing it. It's not this exact one, I actually have a different one. But my headers are the same. My reference page is already kind of laid out. I have a couple references for examples. So I just have to press enter, add my references. The indentions stay the same. The edges stay the same. The font stays the same. The headers are already good to go. I just have to change the words. But I already have everything. So what I recommend doing is keeping this and adjusting it to fit you, where you just have to come in and change it and then go to File, Save As, and save it as a different file. But this one constantly is staying the same. So that's what I recommend doing. I've done that. Every paper I use, I start with the exact same file, and then it saves into a different file itself. Okay? But if you have any more questions or want to know any more tricks of the trade, I can let you know, because there's a lot. You can Google them, but you can always do like Control A, highlights everything, Control S, saves, Control C, copy, Control X, paste, no, sorry, Control V, paste, Control X is cut. Okay? But realize, you need to use Microsoft Word to do all of this. Microsoft Word has been very smart in what they've done, and it works best to do it. If you are using Google Docs to write your papers, then you're not using a great system. Google Docs is great to do group work, it's great to have ideas down, jot stuff down, and it's great to do all of that. But actually to write an academic and scholarly paper, you do not need to use anything really other than Microsoft Word, because the way Microsoft Word has done stuff is just very creative, and it helps, and it's a lot neater, it's a lot easier to use. And realize Microsoft knows that, so what they have done is they have patented a lot of their ideas where no one else can ever use it. So these ideas that we use, Microsoft has patented it, so no one else can use it. So make sure you use Microsoft Word. If you don't have Microsoft Word, universities give it to you for free, so you can always go and check with your university to see if you are one of those universities to give it to you for free. Other than that, if you have any questions, let me know. but you have a great day. Bye guys.